Thank you. High five. Oh, ball punch. Thank you. All right. So I'm opening my property to build a community homestead, and I have a video circulating with almost 100,000 views talking about it. And a lot of people are calling me out saying that I'm just another liar that says I'm going to do it, but never actually invite anybody. Let's talk about that for a second. Put yourself in the shoes of somebody who owns property that wants to build a community to show the world how they can and what it looks like, because that is the way of the future. Maybe they're a starseed, a light worker, a rainbow child, and they literally love and want to heal the world. So they did all of the knowledge and the research that they needed to find out the laws and regulations to be able to make that happen. Not only that, but they actually became a blockchain developer so that in the future, when the digital currency takes over, they're going to be able to create systems like NFT collections or tokens or decentralized autonomous organizations or entities to make sure that whatever community that we build today will be prepared and ready for the digital future tomorrow. Maybe the property owner is in that position. So they have to make sure that they are inviting the right people. They want to make sure that the core foundation people that join them are going to help them with their vision and turn it into a reality. Good things can be ruined very quickly with the wrong people. So that's just number one. Number two, the people that I want to attract to help me achieve that are going to want to feel a sense of ownership, like it's theirs, not just a bystander or a camper on the property or a side piece or an extra on social media. They want to feel like they're a bigger part of it because it's their dream too, right? If it's not their dream, they're not the right people. So the only way to really achieve that is what I'm working on. Here's how to do it. I'm going to create a trust, and under that trust will be a 501c7, not a C3, not an organization, but a nonprofit social club. And in that club, let's say that I'm the president. You're going to switch up the environment for you, but in that social club, anybody that occupies the land and wants to be a part of this mission will be a member of that 501c7, which will be owned by the trust. So we will all be equal owners of the land, essentially. When you're a member, not only will it be a NDA, but it will be a waiver. It'll be a no location disclosure. It will be a catch-all form that will be literally considered an NFT, a non-fungible token that will be stored on the blockchain, Web3, the decentralized future of all digital currency. So not only, again, will we be okay legally on paper from the old system, but we'll also be ahead of the game for the new system that's going to come into play. Basically, by having the land, the deed, be owned by a trust that's running a nonprofit social club, anybody who's part of that club can actually be legally on that property, running a business. So each person on the property will have their own LLC that could also fall under the trust. Doesn't have to. But the fact that you are a member of that 501c7 that is owned or that owns that property, you are legally allowed to run a business on that. That is how you do this without getting screwed over, because every county out there in the United States of America will have some sort of rule where you can only have 2 dwellings per acre or 2 dwellings per parcel or 4 dwellings per parcel. But when you have a, let's call it the commoners club, that owns the property that is being ran as a business, and there's multiple businesses that are owner of that property, there's not a law or rule on this planet or in the Constitution that can stop you. There's also other ways to get off of the government grid by becoming a sovereign citizen. We will all be turning in paperwork to make sure that we take sovereign status of our own person. The government, when you're born, if your parents didn't put your birth certificate in their own family trust, the government technically owns you. They have power of attorney over you in every way, shape, or form. They just don't want you to know that, because then you'll feel like a slave. And if you think they abolished slavery in the 1800s, I got news for you. They just perfected it. Now you don't realize that you are one. But we are waking up, and everybody is starting to realize that, and they're sick of it. So the system is about to crumble. And I'm telling you right now, the transition between a system crumbling and building a new one is ugly. It's bad. A lot of people are going to be unalived. My community will thrive.